This week we're doing a Hacienda kitchen kit. So along with a few wines, we're gonna feature our verjus and olive oil. So today we're gonna make our verjus vinaigrette. We'll make homemade pasta with eggs from the farm and artichokes from the garden. So many eggs. They're healthy girls. Today we're gonna find a few uses for verjus, and verjus is early harvest grape juice. So we harvest grapes when they're still really tart in the summertime and press them, bottle them, and it's ready to go. So it's just this high acid tart grape juice that is a little softer than something like a vinegar, but you can use it as a substitute. So now we're gonna make our verjus vinaigrette. This is the salad dressing that we make every day in the Hacienda. It's just shallot, diced shallot, which we will do now, and then a combination of verjus and a little bit of white wine vinegar to just bring up the acid a little bit more. And then we'll let that macerate for like 5 minutes and then go back in and add the olive oil. So now we're gonna make our pasta. We are gonna do a Northern Italian style hand-cut noodle. So it's gonna have all egg yolks. We're gonna combine 1.5 cups of 00 with 1/2 cup of semolina and put it out onto our board. Okay, now we're going to separate our eggs. We're gonna use about 2/3 of a cup of egg yolk and add just a little tiny drizzle of olive oil, not much. So now we're gonna pour our egg into the well we have here and slowly incorporate flour. And now we'll knead for a while. Now we have one mostly cohesive dough, and we will set that aside for about 1/2 hour or so and let the flour completely hydrate. So to prep an artichoke, we will remove these outer leaves. And these artichokes are Sicilian purple artichokes that Stephen Carter farmed for us. Cut off the top of the artichoke because that will never get tender when we cook it. And then we're gonna use our paring knife. You can use a peeler here. And then we're gonna cut these in half. And these don't really have much of a heart, but if they do, you wanna go in and remove that. That's like the hairy little bit. Now we're going to thinly slice the artichokes. They're so pretty. And then we want to get all the sliced ones back into that lemony water. Okay, now let's roll out the pasta. I think we should cut this into quarters so it's easier to manage. So here we will really smash this, press it, make it as thin as possible. When you're rolling pasta, you want to push it through. And then we're gonna fold it in thirds and put it back through the other way. Okay, now we're gonna start making our pasta a little thinner. So I just turned it down 2 notches. We'll put it through once. I'm gonna do that again, 2 more notches. Put it through. Okay, so now we have this rolled out to the thickness we like, and I'm gonna make them about this long. Dust it with some flour so it doesn't stick to itself when we go in and slice it. So we're gonna roll this, like loosely roll it, and then go through and cut it however thick we want. If they're sticking, you can throw more flour on it at this point, but this is looking pretty good. I'm just gonna go through and make sure it's all not sticking. Okay, so our pasta's ready, our artichokes are sliced. Let's get our pot of water on to boil. First, we're going to slice our onion, or you can use a shallot for that, which is what I have here. So long slices. We'll set that aside and then prep our garlic. We're gonna use 2 cloves of garlic. We're gonna do a combo of mint and parsley. I think that's good. We'll go through and chop this, and then we're gonna sizzle this in the pan. Maybe a little bit more parsley. And then also finish it on top of the pasta as well. Now we're gonna start building our sauce. Throw in a good amount of olive oil, and then our shallot. We're gonna sweat this down until it's fully tender, but doesn't really get much color on it. Now we're gonna add our garlic, some black pepper, our artichokes. We can kick those aside for a minute and sizzle in our herbs. And a little bit more olive oil. Bring this together, and then we're gonna add a splash of our verjus again. Now we're gonna add a little water, and then we're gonna stew these artichokes down a bit, and this will be the base of our sauce. This is like a really springy, light vegetarian pasta. These will cook pretty quickly. That looks good. I want a little bit more salt, and maybe another splash of verjus also. Salt our water. You wanna make it really salty. Salty like the sea. Okay, before we put our pasta in the water, let's build our salad. We have these beautiful chicories here from Steven, the Chicory King. Put those in a bowl. Pinch of salt. You always want to salt before you dress. And then we have our vinaigrette. Okay, now let's cook our pasta. You only need to cook it for 1 to 2 minutes. It'll cook really quickly. And we'll drop the pasta. Turn our flame all the way up. Okay, we'll mix our pasta, make sure it's not sticking. I'm excited. I'm building the pasta all together. All right, our pasta's done. We're gonna throw it into our sauce. And then we're gonna add a ladle here of our pasta water. I'm gonna add a sneaky little knob of butter. A little more salt, more olive oil. All right, now let's plate our pasta. It's looking good. Get those good artichokes we worked so hard for. We'll drizzle it with more olive oil, more pecorino romano. Shave some ricotta salata, which will give it some creaminess and more saltiness. And then a little bit more mint and parsley. And a little black pepper, because you never have enough. Okay, now we get to taste it. There's nothing better than homemade pasta. It's so springy. Cheers.